Yo, how's everybody doing? It looks like audio's okay. Saw you in a video with my mom making candles or something. What? What the fuck? What do you mean? Do you have a link to the video? And I don't doubt it was me because I did something with my girlfriend on our anniversary where we went and made candles. What's up, Emerald? Chromio, how you doing? What's up, Micro? Appreciate you watching the most recent vid. What's up, DCW? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to have you. John Boy Blue, what's up? Greg, good to see you. Instagram reel, yeah, you were with the girl. Do you have a link to it, or did it just randomly pop up? See if you can find it and send it to me. Oh shit. Candles, I want some. Yeah, we made candles. Send it to you where? You can just put it in chat. You can just send it in chat, I don't give a shit. The smell of confidence and excellence. Dude, they were, God, what? I don't even know if I've burnt my candle yet. It's probably in the closet somewhere. Yeah, there's like a candle making class thing that we did for our anniversary this year. What's up, Mikey? Aka, how you doing, man? Welcome to stream, dude. What's up, Camelot? Fishafu, Sage, how you guys doing? How's everybody today? Yeah, we gotta basically speed run today. We have until about 2 o'clock, so we've got about 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours to get through everything, which should be plenty. But I've got a lot of stuff I gotta do. I'm doing all right, Sage. Support lately's been very appreciative. Chat's been fucking incredible. Got some projects I'm working on. I've got a big meeting today. I'm a little nervous about, but hopefully it goes well. Yeah. I think I've been watching your YouTube vids for almost a year now, and I just realized I never followed on Twitch. Karu, all good, dude. Appreciate the continued support on the YouTube, but good to see you over on Twitch, man. We also stream live on YouTube as well, so whatever you prefer on your platform, we try to support both. Candle video. All right, let's check it out, chat. Let's watch me make a candle. They were there right before us. Hey, it's me. Oh, they took the worst photo of me. My eyes are fucking closed. Those dicks. I think I tagged you. I knew I wasn't tripping. If I got tagged in it. I haven't been tagged in anything. Just chill. I don't know, I think it's pretty easy to spot me with tattoos. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Small world, dude. Tell your mama I say what's up. Small world though. Be like, hey yo mom, I know that guy, and blow her mind. Let me see if I can find the candle I made. I'll show you guys the end product. Just kidding. No, I won't. Turns out we've already burnt it, I guess. Maybe it didn't suck. Maybe my girlfriend was like, you know, this is a decent candle. And Doggo? Yeah, Doggo's very needy. She knows we're headed out of town, so she's glued to the hip. What's up, G-Money? Will there be any team streams on for EU Qual today? Not today, but tomorrow. Tomorrow will be when everything resumes. Today we got predictions for you, though. Yeah, matches will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nevon. Sorry if I butchered that. How you doing? Gotta stick with Joel. Hey man, oxygen's looking good, man. Yeah, plans for the stream today. We've got two things going on. First things first, we're going to... Just Neve? Sounds good, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Good to have you. Yeah, first things first, we're gonna do is some predictions. We're gonna get our top 8s. We're gonna walk through things, basically determine who's going to the major. I think it's pretty straightforward on who's going to the major, but we'll talk playoff implications, all that kind of stuff, what it means for the World Championship, and fully build that out. And then we're also going to do a Q&A video. I haven't done a Q&A video in a really, really long time, but a lot of people have been asking to bring those back. So I think we're going to record them earlier in the week and then have them be every Monday's video. So I think every Monday you can expect a Q&A video now on the YouTube channel. Which, again, is fun for us for the tail end of the week to kind of just wrap up, answer any questions. So... yeah, only 3 events left for the year, chat. Pretty crazy. Top of your head, which main event team do you think was the most dysfunctional in Rocket League? For me, it's got to be Guild. Most dysfunctional main event team, huh? AS Monaco was pretty rough. Great offense, terrible defense. Offense was so good, in fact, that their star player went on to win every single event and dominate the following season and then win a world championship. Shoutouts to Extra. Most dysfunctional, though. Probably, I would say the old Team Liquid roster when it was like Fruity, Flakes, and Speed or whatever it was, or Cookser. What's up, Dillbot? Need you, man. Holy Atomic Dorito was dysfunctional. Prof, don't get me started on that roster. All right. As someone who had to be the manager for that team in the middle of what it was, a literal dumpster fire. Yeah. You know, the sad thing about it, Prof, is if I would have been able to coach that team, they easily could have made top 8. They easily could have made it out of Swiss. Like, that team had so much talent capability. And if I would have just been able to, you know, enact what I wanted to do and get their other person out of the way, oh god, that team could have easily made it. So frustrating, dude. So frustrating. But that's what I get for respecting somebody else's job, right? Oh, what can you do? Chad, I think early takes and early kind of thoughts about predictions and stuff. Obviously, I think we know our top 4 on who's going to make it through to the major. Statistically, it's pretty unlikely that Oxygen doesn't make it. Obviously, Oxygen's been looking pretty fucking good. Shout outs to Snasky and the boys. Just one of those situations where I think they're getting more and more confident as time goes on. They're really owning in. They started a little bit sloppy, I would say, but it seems the fluidity of their challenges seems to be a little bit better, a little bit more confident in their decision making, and that offense is super fun to watch. So I'm sure Snasky's enjoying every second of it. But that's a team that essentially has to put up a top 4 at the major. It's a lot of pressure. So K-Corp has a lot of a buffer, and it's only going to get more difficult if they perform well. So optimal situation is K-Corp shits the bed in Swiss, and Oxygen goes on to dominate. So, but it's gonna be tough. Yeah, what up, Cooner? It's been a bit, dude. How you been? Just remember Guild not even playing with comms at times. Also, just stop playing in the middle of games. Seek Up. I remember a time where one of their players was in my Discord talking to us mid-series. Is working nice, dog? Yeah, she's chilling. Hopefully work goes well, dude. I think Oxygen can win the major. I think Oxygen is most definitely capable of winning a major, but I don't know what it is. I just think there's something about Oxygen that I don't know what the confidence is. Like, there's just something to me that makes me be like, you know what? I can't bet in favor of you in a big match over like a Vitality or a like a BDS when BDS is clicking, you know, things like that. But I think on LAN, Oxygen's built for LAN. All 3 of those players are absolutely cracked on LAN. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man? Appreciate the follow, guys. Oxygen top 8 or 9 through 11. Oxygen's probably going to be like a top 4, if I had to guess. I feel pretty confident in Oxygen being a solidified top 4 if KC keeps shit in the bed like they have been. Up KC and Oxygen quarterfinals, the race between them. Hopefully they play for it. That'd be dope too. Micro, what was your question? With the coach's mentality, who would you pick for 3 players out of anyone in the RLCS to coach? Itachi. I really like Rise, but Itachi is really good. I do love me some BMO. I love Beast Mode. He's really receptive to feedback. Smart kid. Works hard. And then that third is who do I go for a third? Drawley I think has potential, so I like the thought process from Prof. But Itachi BMO are 2 really easy picks. I'd like to work with Turk. TRK. I would love to work with TRK. I think working with TRK would be dope. Who else? I'm just trying to think outside the box, not just your generic like, hey, these are the best, pick them. I like working. I want to work with apparently Jack, but I don't think he would fit well into that team. I think apparently Jack is like everything you could ever want in a player. I'd like to work with Jorias. I think Jorias has a lot of hidden potential. I think Justin has a lot of potential still. What is this song? Who else? I don't know. I think there's a couple players here and there. Do I think those 3 together would make a good team? I don't know. Probably not. But I think if you have Itachi and BMO on a team, like, you can't really fuck up. LJ. LJ is a good pick too, but I don't know LJ personally enough to know. He's very good, but yeah. There's some very talented players that I think still have a lot left in their career that I would love to work with. Yeah, I love Itachi. I would love to work with Alpha 54. Love that kid. There's a few players that I think would be great, but I think you build a team around Itachi. Hey, Cooter. Yeah, I would love to build a team around Itachi. Not that he needs a new team, because Juicy's good. I mean, Prof can speak to that. Prof got to work hand on hand with Juicy. Yeah, there's some really talented kids out there, which is awesome to see. But hey, Avocado. Hey, D-Mid. Hey, Dig. What's up, Lance? How's everybody? Chat, how's everybody doing today? How's everybody been? What's new in the life? Also, there's some of you that I see lurking. Shout outs to you guys. You know who you are. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for coming and tuning in and hanging out. Thought Prof was supposed to block you. Prof loves me too much to block me. Prof is too much of a fan of mine that became a friend. He could never. Also, our relationship is basically built off of shit talk, so that's what happens when you game together. Appreciate you, Karu. Thanks, dude. This playlist is good vibes. Yeah, this is my up north playlist. When I'm like cruising in the Beamer headed up north, this is the kind of music I'll blast and windows down, sunroof open. Walked in on Lawler too much, not gonna lie. Hey, man. Real recognizes real, I think is what the kids say. Wife is Moroccan, auto fanboy of Itachi. Dude, Itachi's got such a cool story too. Like, Man United beat Miami last night. I saw Furiosa, which was amazing. Hell yeah, Archangel. Also, Archangel, if you've got a question for the Q&A video, feel free to drop it in chat and I'll hold on to it. You and Dakota, I think, are the ones that plan on signing up. Up north, careful your accents, Sean. Hell yeah, man. Archangel, do you plan on making that order? Yeah or no? Really do want to see Extra on a team again. I like seeing him as an additional coach though. Interesting deal, but I just don't know if Extra still has it in him to like really grind. They would be, Prof. Does Extra not plan on competing again? I just don't know if he's too far out of the loop, if anybody's going to give him a shot, or if he has to like make his own team and make it happen. But to my knowledge, he's still doing coaching for BDS. I mean, I hope nothing's going on with your leg, dude. That sucks. I just want to make sure you get involved in the Q&A video if we're going to do an Arch. Wants to compete. Geometry Dash was way too good of a team. I mean, they did play pretty well. We need a team of Turbo, Crow, and Cooks. I don't know how that would go. Found it the hard way. I'm too old for a slip and slide. You mean a slip and bleed? He was supposed to team with Joe, but he locked in his contract. Damn, that'd actually be a crazy team too. Really hope that Shopify stays together. They're really fun to watch last weekend. Yeah, probably won't happen, unfortunately, but it all depends on who becomes available or how things are moving. You know, like, shit's so much subject to change. It's a French bulldog, not a pug. But yeah, she's vibing. She loves that chair. French bulldogs are very, very needy and need the comfort or the feeling of like touch. So a circular chair basically hugs her. So she's obsessed with that chair. Foresee any transfers to NA this offseason? It's potential. There's potential. I could see definitely some people leaving. I mean, there's already been hints of that with the M80 roster with Jorias and Nas. It was a small amount of tournaments before the season started with Joe, Extra, and Jolly. That was going to be moist. They were insane. Crazy how, like, again, there's always intentions of people like teaming up and doing stuff, and then all these things kind of fall apart and mix up. Prof, you guys are in... Where are you guys at now? Are you guys in Iowa, Prof? Am I correct on that? Or do you guys... Why do I not know where you live right now? But I know you guys were thinking about moving somewhere more. Yeah, Iowa City. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, we should... I forgot to call you and talk about potentially coming to visit and stuff. But I'm just saying, man, this summer, come on up. We can go on the boat and go golfing. Chill weekend. Late June. Late June will be in Colorado. Yeah, we're going to Colorado for my girlfriend's birthday. How much of an impact do you think the 3 month between Major and Worlds will be? Pretty large, actually. The 3 months can cause some regression, some complacency. Also, a lot can happen in 3 months of Rocket League. Yeah, Dig, I mean, that's kind of, I would assume, expected considering the situation. You know, if he's not playing in pro scrims consistently and stuff, you expect some regression. But just has to work hard to get it back. But all right, chat, you guys want to get into predictions? We can get after it. In Casey make Worlds, it's statistically it's in Casey's favor, but Oxygen definitely has a chance to play upset. I mean, his role for BDS wasn't to be super mechanical, and I've also seen players that lack mechanics really put in an effort to increase their mechanics, so you never know. Oxygen's super hot this split. Let's just be honest. Snasky's at the helm. They're always going to be super hot. I only say that because I think Snasky's watching. Shout out to Snasky. We love that boy. Yeah, they're definitely hitting their groove. Which, again, for anybody who doesn't know, season 21-22, a certain team kind of shit the bed for a little bit, made a roster change, picked up Seiko, went on to win the whole thing. Had a really good final split. Last season, Vitality looking kind of poo. Bringing in Zen as a motivator. Top 6 at Winter. They go on to win everything in Spring and the World Championship. There seems to be a trend about getting hot when it matters most, just like traditional sports. You know, teams that hit a hot streak right before the playoffs. I could see Oxygen definitely hitting that hot streak, but a 3-month break between the both events. Hopefully, Esports World Cup kind of keeps them informed and stuff like that. But yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy. So you just never know. You never know. All right, let's do some predictions. Let's have some fun with it. Obviously, not going to do this for a video or anything. I don't have time to edit that much. Plus, videos that come out the day of matches just do not do well. So. Alrighty, chat. What's the logic behind the long break? Nobody knows, dude. venue availability. I have no idea, Morphe. Hopefully with tournaments in between or something. I don't know. They could either do it before Esports World Cup or after Esports World Cup. In my opinion, they should do it after, because the issue is a lot of teams that went to Esports World Cup were basically no longer a team. And like you had players going to the World Championship being like, we're not a team anymore, you know? Can you post the bracket? Sure. Yeah, I mean, Haikyuu, I can tell you we're working on some. I have a proposal literally later today for an off-season tournament, but we'll see. LCT situation was crazy. Yeah. Are they going to try to align the season with Fortnite and just try to book all the same venues? I mean, if it saves them money and it gives us more events, who gives a shit, you know? But you also make a funny bracket. We'll see. One of the matches tomorrow. Nice. Good luck with that. Thanks, man. Yeah, hopefully it goes well and we can provide you guys something a little bit different. We've got some... The proposal has 3 tiers to it. It's a really cool concept. Something that hasn't been done before to my knowledge. And if it goes well, it'd be fucking sick. It would be super fucking cool. But again, we're going for lofty ambitions because I don't think some small fried no-name tournament is worth the effort. So it's like we're either full send or we're not at all. So we'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, we pivot the idea to something else. But fingers crossed, chat. Fingers crossed. Sub links. All right. Gentlemate should 3-0 Novo. Vitality should also 3-0 low block. I expect Solary to upset K-Corp in game 1 because that's just K-Corp. Happo, appreciate the follow, dude. BDS 100%. I expect 100% to take at least a game. 100% didn't look bad in qualifiers. They did get the top. BDS should sweep that, but we'll give them a game. Oxygen should be able to take down Wild. Do not take that Wild team lightly, though. They have some talent on it, for sure. Tempo, in particular, is my guy that I like to root for. The weird thing about Wild is Emil keeps not being able to play, so they keep playing with Coach Billy. And playing well. And it's like, okay. What the hell? Miss BTS in those random Mafia games? Yeah, I think a lot of us miss a more casual approach. Resolve and Saw, I'm actually going to go with Saw. I do think Saw currently is actually the better team. I think Saw's been playing consistently. They don't have any pressure on them. And Resolve tends to start a little bit slow. Resolve is basically like the LG of EU, in my opinion. Luna Galaxy Endpoint, I think I could go both ways on it. I do like that Endpoint team. And it feels like Toxic is fitting in pretty well. Luna Galaxy did not impress me the previous week. They did look okay in Qualifier 4. But they lost to Sub, M8, and Cougars. I think I have to go this. Jobless Team 3. Jobless popped the fuck off. Team 3 also did pretty well. Both teams went 3-1. I would like to say Jobless is the better roster. I'm going to hope that Jobless doesn't fall to the boring playstyle of defense. Although Team 3's offense looked pretty decent. Seems like they were finally moving upfield and applying some pace. We'll go 3-1 with that. This should be a 3-1 as well. I expect you guys to 3-0 that team. Snasky, if you're watching, if you drop a single game to Luna Galaxy, fucking shame on you, dude. K-Corp BDS. Love that. I'll come back to that. This should be a 3-1. That should be a 3-0, but we'll give him 1. 100% should beat them in a close one. No, we're going to give it to Astral. Astral's going to pop the fuck off in that. 10-point wild, huh? Probably a 3-2. I'm gonna believe in BDS. No, we're gonna make it interesting. We'll give it to K Corp. And then this is where Oxygen gets their top seed. Then I'm going to manipulate the bracket to find a way to make sure that Oxygen and K-Corp play each other in quarterfinals. Sorry in advance. I think Wild take that. I think they definitely could, but I'm going to believe in Toxic and the boys. Mates Vitality. I'm going to lean Vitality. BDS Solary. BDS should beat them 3-0. Galaxy Team 3. I think Team 3 won last time, yeah? I'm gonna go 3-2. Jobless and Resolve. That'll be a game 5 banger. I'm gonna go Jobless. Saw an endpoint. Ooh. Let's go Saw. 100% over Novo. Wild over Low Block. FKC losing in semis and Oxygen winning. That's pretty pog. Mates should be Jobless. K-Corp rematch. Love that. Mental block. Su's got nothing to play for. Life is good. They're going to do it again. BDS beats Team 3 in a 3-0. Resolve 100. Ooh. %, took down Mates in playoffs. I'm gonna have Wild upset Galaxy. We're gonna go 3-2 and keep it close, and then Endpoint should beat Solary, but we'll... Prediction sheet available to everyone. Yes, James, it is on the internet by a guy named Cody on Twitter. I think him and Adam Corey have worked together on it. See if I can find it for you. Hold on. If you go to Twitter and look for Cody VRL, this guy, and then you got to scroll down, and it's this link here. I don't see current KC are struggling to beat Belly Goal. I actually have a decent chance to beat a team like BDS if BDS plays half decent. So that's the beauty of Rocket League, chat, is it comes down to the day. Teams can have weird pressure situations. People can be feeling certain types of things. Like, again, there can be certain complications. Why is not listed in round 5? Because they're 3-1. 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, which puts them in. Anyone got a threes team that wants to scrim? Yeah, I'm sure chat will scrap together some goated team. Jobless will take wild. I would like to say resolve. Mini heart attack. You done your prediction video yet? I don't know if we're gonna do a prediction video this week, Wade. Prediction videos for EU don't really do well. All right, so we have to have K Corp win, but how can I make it so K Corp plays Oxygen? Don't know if I can. Ugh. I need Jobless to do slightly better. So if I do this, look. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. Jobless does that. What else is Jobless? Look. Okay. So now we have you winning. Fuck. Nailed it. Let's go. Hell yeah. All right. So we got K Corp Oxygen in the quarterfinals. Totally planned. Right? So K Corp totally planned. Not all, you know, not manipulated in any way. Yikes. Worse than Hootie? Chat, I just want that shit in the quarterfinals, all right? It'd be better if it was in the semifinals. Let me see. Okay, let me manipulate this a little bit better. So if we do this, right? Do they end up on the same side of the bracket? No, they can only play each other in the grand finals. Fuck. All right. Well. All right. Well, at least we get this out of the gate. We see a 4-1 here. Oxygen's feeling mechy. They win 4-2. Vitality wins 4-0. BDS wins 4-1. These are your 4 that go to the major. That, I don't know who would win. Right now, I think Oxygen's playing better, so we'll give them 4-3. Vitality BDS is a coin toss. I thought it was going to be Vitality and they were going to dominate, but we saw what actually happened last week where all of a sudden BDS is like, just kidding, we're the best. You know? Sounds good, Greg. Have a good day of work, man. Appreciate you hanging. So this is always a coin flip. Chat, we're going to do heads or tails. One for BDS. 1 for Vitality. 2 for Vitality. 3 for Vitality. That's 4-1 for Vitality. And then from here, who cares? You know? If I was a bet man, I would probably do that. Yeah, the coin's been pretty shit lately, if I'm being honest. The coin has not done well. What would that do for the points if we did it that way? That would put Oxygen still pretty far behind in the grand scheme of things. So we would have this. Tiebreaker would go to... It's... God, what was it? I forget what they said the tiebreaker was for the major. Hold on. Major 2, finals. forget how they did the tiebreaker for Genji Space Station. I think they took the major 2 results only.
It is ooh la la Lawler.
If we go to EU rankings for major 2, I forget how they did it. Yo, Jonak, appreciate the prime sub, dude. Thank you. I think it's best performing overall, but they're identical. They have the exact same results. So then I think it goes to overall RLCS points, which would then put it would then put Mates ahead. So I think Mates would get 3 seed, BDS would be 4 seed, which would then make their matchup be it would be BDS versus OCE 1, Gentlemates versus Twisted Minds, Oxygen versus OCE 2, and then Vitality would play Mobula and hopefully shit stomp those guys. Which Vitality going up against fucking VK Salen in the Appers. Oh god, that could get ugly. But the fact that the first round for the SSA team is against EU, I think is very telling. Be like, hey, you guys probably wouldn't even make regionals, and the fact that you're talking this much shit, you know. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But what would that do for then the major and the point requirements? That's the difficult part. So, that would put Oxygen behind by quite a bit. 6 by 18. Behind by 18 means that they would need at the major to get top 4. Hey, appreciate it, Spicy. How you doing, man? They would need a top 4. Now, if Oxygen wins, hypothetically, right? And they get those additional points. 1, that's crazy. That's a great split for Oxygen. Putting them now at 68 instead of 64 points, which 4 reduced means that they could then get a top 8, which I think is extremely viable. What's up, Evan? How you doing, man? So, Oxygen winning the entire event, and if they find a way to knock K-Corp out in quarters, would then mean they need a top 8 at the major to go to Worlds, which would be bonkers. Do you consider T-Bates a content creator? No, he doesn't make content. What? How is T-Bates a content creator? What content does T-Bates make? Doesn't put out videos, doesn't stream, doesn't, like, he is a on-camera personality, but he doesn't as a creator himself. He was in the tourney yesterday. I mean, he does YouTube, or he does G2's team streams. So, like, might as well use the talent that you have on payroll. Hypothetically, if you talk about like being a talent or a personality versus a content creator, I think are different things, you know. I mean, dude, at the end of the day, whether it is a content creator tournament or not, G2 can pick whoever they want, you know. And like, if you want to consider, you know, his involvement in a podcast as a content creator, sure, then yeah, that's a fine classification. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. What's up, Odama? Hey, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But bracket wise, chat, let's stop the Mickey and see what I can do here. How do I actually feel about these matchups? All right. I do think that's a 3-1. Let's zoom this back out for y'all. K Corp and Saw, we're going to go 3-2 for funsies. You should 3-1 them. Ooh, yeah, 3-1. Endpoint Solary. Endpoint should win that. We're going to give it to Jobless. We'll give it to Resolve. Give it to K Corp. Although the pressure, I could see them. Like, if K Corp loses to Endpoint, then yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. Which then, for our Swiss quarterfinals, would then give us something I think that's a little bit more realistic. Right? All 4 of our top 4 except for these 2 are in the way, which that always very impressive on how you can film a YouTube video all in one take. Just push that motherfucker out. I mean, that's Dom. I think that 1 comes from practice and 2 being on camera talent. Like, you gotta understand, I've been professionally trained to talk in front of a camera, in front of a large, like a big crowd, with no breaks. You know, no one to bail me out, no one to make sure things are okay. So luckily, there's enough things visually in front of me too that I can feed off of, or you know, I have a general idea of what I'm trying to do from start to finish. So, but I appreciate it, man. It's definitely a talent that has been developed over years. Plays SSG in the major. First round matchup for SSG is Falcons.
It is ooh la la Lawler.
89
Goddamn, Zalis.
Neato.
Chat, can I get some love and chat for Zalis? That is a lot of months. And it's a tier 3 big boy. Appreciate you, Zalis. Appreciate the consistent support, dude. Mamma mia. Dama's fully quotes today. They call it a Creator Cup. Yeah, I mean, if they have different classifications for what a creator is, man, so be it. Plus, nobody wants to watch me play Rocket League. It's not good. Arguably better than some of the people in that tournament, sure, but still. But the Santa hat, yeah. And man, I would love to perform in tournaments and prove that toppers are a viable option. All right. Vitality should make this GG easy. I would like to say BDS wins that pretty convincingly as well. Oxygen, I could see maybe dropping a couple to Jobless, but yeah, former team. I don't think actually Joyo's probably gonna be like, hey, we're gonna do this again, because I think that's what the last time was too, right? I think they played Jobless before as well, yeah. No, they played Top Cougars. I thought there was a match. Maybe they played each other in Swiss. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, they played Jobless in Swiss to qualify, and it was a 3-1. That's right. It was their 3-0 game. Mates K Corp though. That's pretty interesting. Because I think if K Corp gets to a best of 7, then it's like, okay, I could see there being a possibility. Mates has definitely faltered a little bit, but their only loss comes from Vitality. And they still made semis over a hot Jobless. That sounds really weird to say. In qualifiers, they dropped though, didn't they? Yeah, they lost 100%. Fucking weird. I would have to go Mates in 7. Again, it's a new day, new pressures. Like, K-Corp, I think, has a lot of pressure on themselves to perform, while Gentlemates is like, you know what? If we don't win here, we're still going to the major. So, I think Mates wins. That could be a really good match. And then from here, honestly, I don't know. I think these are coin flips. I would have to see how they perform in quarterfinals. Hot Jabba's pretty sure I've dated her before. God damn it, dude. If K-Corp Mates are putting up a really good fight, I think it's tough because Vitality probably hasn't seen any adversity yet. You know, they probably had a smooth run through. New Day, Vitality's probably feeling pretty confident. Gentlemates has had probably a little bit better competition. Who knows on the reset on the next day? Yeah, quarterfinals and semifinals being different days is really difficult. Basically, for every round that Oxygen gets held back in, right? So if Oxygen doesn't make grand finals, then they have to perform top. They have to perform top 2, I think it is. I think it's top 2. If they make grand finals, then it's top 4. If they win, then it's top 8. So every round Oxygen performs better gives them 1 round buffer at the World Championship for Major 2. I want to believe in current Vitality, but even they dropped to lowers after losing to Wild with their coach. Like, qualifiers was bonkers, dude. Shit was so weird. Gosh. I don't know, chat. Let's coin flip it. Fuck it. Let's see how bad the coin is this weekend. All right, Oxygen's high seed. BDS is low seed. Head or tails. That's 1 for BDS. 2 for BDS. Uh-oh. That's 3 for BDS. Wow, okay, coin. Shut me up, why don't you? All right, Vitality Mates. Vitality's heads, Mates' is tails. That is 5 tails in a row.
It is ooh la la Lawler.
Is 31
1-1.
years old too late to go pro?
No, Marcus. Believe. Heart of the cards, dude. You got this, buddy. Appreciate the 5 months, man. It's 2-1 Mates. 2-2. 3-2 Vitality. 4-2 Vitality. All right. And after that performance, I think we have to do something like this then. If BDS is playing that fucking hot over Oxygen, I'm thinking BDS is taking it. What would that do for the standings? Still that'd actually be a 2 ties. That'd be pretty dope, actually. Okay. So you'd have Vitality as your 1 seed going into the major. So if that happened, your seeds going into the major. Vitality would play Mobula. You would have BDS playing OCE 2. Mates would be playing Twisted Minds, and then Oxygen would be playing OCE 1. As for this, that means they need what? 23 points, which means they need a top 4. A top 4 would put Oxygen at World Championship. Yeah, they do dig. What's up, Dylan? How much, man? Just doing some predictions, trying to figure out some shit. So whether that actually happens or not, I mean, that still comes down to the wire. It's pretty hectic, right? I will say I'm curious though what's going on with Wild. Are they like is Emil still not playing? Are they still just playing with Billy? Like what the deal is? I wish one of those guys could like provide insight on that shit. Thanks back. Hey, man. That happens. The top end of EU is so lopsided that across all 4 teams, only one team is top 4 all time, which is insane. That is pretty dope. But you look at the difference here. Okay, say they qualify, they get 8 points. That puts them at 24. You know, that's still not enough. Top 8's just not good enough, man. And yeah, Oxygen, I think, in my opinion, Oxygen will perform better on land. I think Archie looks better on land when he plays. We already know Joyo has crazy pop-off at land when he's vibing and things are good. And then Oski's great on land as well. So I think Oxygen's better on land, in my opinion. I think Oxygen's a land team for sure. Playstyle wise, as long as they still continue to play confident and challenge like they do, there will be a little bit of regression, but I think everybody goes through that regression. Like my hopes is that you get like a very early round of Oxygen versus like a G2 or something, you know? Because if Oxygen in first round is playing something a little bit more difficult, but then again, they're playing like OCE 1 seed, which should be an easy win for them. But yeah, I don't know, chat. Joe doesn't get the land mechanic regression. No, I still remember that crazy flip reset he had at Worlds. Fucking this one.
Oh, and now early, he's delayed so long.
This setup.
I don't know if he still had the reset available to himself. Joyo's turn.
wow.
Oh my goodness, is
Oh
this
my.
gonna go the whole way? It's Joyo on land! And
This
it's Joyo
fucking setup.
who will score the goals!
Backflip into a reset from Joyo, and then the finish with a shot G1.
So dumb, dude. Such a crazy setup for a flip reset. Alright, chat, let's do a Q&A video. Yeah, Q&A video. Anybody? Wish Dakota was here so he could ask this question. I don't think he is. All right, chat, we're gonna do a Q&A video. We're gonna answer like 3-4 questions. Let's see if I can find some on the YouTubes. And are we asking the Qs? Yeah, you guys in chat, by all means. From Slaughter to Milky. Yes, sir. What's up, Lazy? Milky Chance actually does a really good live show, too. Like, they play super clean. Tool on Saturday? Nice, that'll be a fun show. All right, chat. Q&A video we're gonna do. Q&A does not have to be just Rocket League, by the way. It can be about just about anything. I can't hear the song without the Carl Weezer version. I'm sorry you've ever heard a Carl Weezer version of this song. All right, chat, let's do it. It's gonna be on YouTube? Yeah, this will be for YouTube. Hey, how's it going, chat? It's been a while since we've done this, and a lot of people have been asking for a while, when are Q&A videos going to come back? And I decided, you know what? Usually I'm out of town or I'm trying to play catch up on Mondays, so let's actually schedule these for every Monday moving forward. So for the foreseeable future, if you guys have questions that you would like me to answer on a week-to-week basis, the best thing you can do is in this video down in the comments below, ask any questions. It can be Rocket League related, can be about commentary, can be about personal life stuff, whatever you guys are feeling, and we'll do our best to answer them. So with that said, let us actually jump into our questions. First question that I saw from the chat that we're going to be taking has to do with where is it? What matches at LAN are you most looking forward to or hoping for? Like overall in the RLCS, most times when you get into the high profile matches, as long as there is weight to them, I'm excited for. I really want to see Falcons in particular continue to show improvement or show that they are as good as they say they are. Obviously, they've been absolutely dominant over in their region. We saw a glimpse of that, but we've only seen it once, right? Like we've only seen one international event so far. I can tease something that there is supposed to be an off-season tournament, most likely before London. Whether that ends up happening or not, we'll have to wait and see on announcements, but hopefully we get a little bit more international competition to be excited about. But I think Falcons against any high-profile teams in either NA and EU is something that I personally really enjoy, and things that I want to see desperately. Grande Huevos, sorry, large cojones, asks, if Dig breaks up, who do you think they'll retain? If I had to guess, I think they rebuild around Stizzy. When you're an organization, if you're putting time, effort, money into international transfers, usually you're willing to split, like even if the player doesn't perform as great, not saying Stizzy hasn't, but you put more time and effort into a player that you've spent or invested more money financially into. I think him and Violent Panda Yost get along really, really well. So I would assume that you take the youngest, newest, kind of bushy-tailed type player that you see that has a lot of potential, and you put as much time and effort into that as possible. So I would guess Stizzy. They don't necessarily have to retain their points, so they don't have to keep 2/3 if they don't want to, but ultimately roster changes are always going to come down to who's available. I saw somebody else in chat asking, yo, hey, if you were to build a team around Justin, what would you do? And it just depends on who's available. I mean, last offseason we saw literally one team stick together. Out of every team in the RLCS of notability, Vitality was the only team that stuck because one, they only got together during the spring split, and then they also won everything. They won all 3 qualifiers. They won the major in spring, and then they also won the world championship. So it's like, yeah, what's the point in changing? We thought, you know, Space Station's only been together a split. They looked pretty solid, made a top 8. You know, they put up a good fight, and they also changed. They brought in Chicago instead. So, you know, it's really tough to say like who's going to stick or what's going to be available or what's not. But I would expect, because a lot of people have been asking too, like who should make changes. And I did a video on what goes into roster changes and, you know, kind of the thought process. But realistically, like everybody is going to be considering some sort of move after Worlds and Esports World Cup and things wrap up. So I think you have to be kind of mindful that everything is subject to change. Next question. Do you believe that humanity will travel the stars? Haven't we already? I don't know how far you're talking about for traveling stars. I mean, the universe is kind of infinite, but who are my top 3 teams in the world? I think Vitality is in that conversation. G2 for sure. G2's been the most consistent team, period. And then I think that third spot is up for conversation. You can talk about Falcons and their potential, assuming a lot of these, again, are quarterfinal results and, you know, it comes down to 1 goal in a best of 7. I think there's conversations to be had about, Furia I like, but I think their defense is problematic. They full send and their offense is incredible, but they definitely get countered pretty hard. Gen G, Oxygen, a lot of these teams I think on LAN have a lot of potential to go and move and make some changes. So I think there's some things in that regard that open up the possibility, but that third place spot is pretty tough. But I think right now, I think you can probably lock in Vitality G2, which is crazy because they played each other in semis last time, and Zen almost 1v2'd and basically powered his way through to keep them alive in that series. But that's another one I would like to see ran back. But yeah, top 3 is tough. Top 5 favorite drinks. Water. Dr. Pepper's pretty hype. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know what I would do favorite drinks. And if we're doing alcoholic versus non-alcoholic too. Would you rebuild around M80 or would you just start from scratch? I personally would really like to work with Joria's. I think Joria's, we've talked about the concept with Joria's of him no longer being in school and that he now has the capability to really dedicate full time. And I think, let's call it what it was. M80 had so much talent, but structurally, foundationally, maybe leadership issues, whatever it was, there's no excuse for that team not to be a top 4 team. So I think there's some problems there, but I think the potential was there. And I was watching Joria's, and Joria's played well. Joria's did some really good things. So I would like the opportunity to work with Joria's. I think it'd be cool. NAS is also very talented. So if those two stick and go back to Europe, I think that's a potential top 4 team in EU. Let's see. What's up, Oli? How you doing, buddy? Giving bits is low-key addictive. Do it up, man. After Deleted dropped their roster, do you think they pick up someone like Gimmick and or rebuild around him, or do you think Gimmick gets different opportunities? I don't know if Gimmick gets any opportunities. No, and nothing against Gimmick, but like, what has Gimmick done lately? I love Gimmick, great kid, but post, you know, the after Cloud9 days, and yeah, he bounced around a little bit, and then he went to V1 for a tiny bit, and then he went to Axel or Oxygen or whatever it was. But when's the last time you saw Gimmick be a forefront of like desirability? And that's no discredit to Gimmick. Gimmick has had an incredible career, but like, why would I go with Gimmick when I could go after these young talented players like an Aris or Frosty or, you know, the Snowman guys or something of that nature? You know, I don't know if Gimmick's going to get opportunities. I think Gimmick got picked up with Aqua and Squishy because Squishy and Gimmick are boys. And that's, again, I'm not trying to disparage Gimmick, but like, why Gimmick? You know, why would Deleted, if they're keeping their options open, why would they go for a player that's just going to put them again in the same position where they are either barely making qualifiers or not making them at all? To me, it just doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to do. All right, give me one last spicy question, chat. I want one really good question. Dylan asks, what is a car I would love to own? We'll end it with a personal one. So when I brought my car in for servicing, they gave me basically the upgraded version of what I have. So I have a BMW. I love my BMW. It's a 3 Series, all-wheel drive, does the job, gets me A to B, and does it relatively good. But I got the opportunity to basically drive a model above that has like an extra like 300 horsepower, and it's a beast. It's a good daily driver, but I don't know if I need like an M3 comp or anything like that, or an M4 comp, just because that's a little too much. But I do like an M340. I think the B58 engine is incredible, and even if you put like a stage 1 stage 2 tune on it, like an M340i I think would be a good daily. because then you still get some power and you still have a comfortable, like, good gas mileage variance. And you don't, like, the issue I have with the new M3s and M4s is the seats that they have this stupid, like, thing in the middle of your legs, and it's the most uncomfortable garbage in their bucket seats, and I don't know why they do it. But yeah, the new 2025 M340i's just came out, so those are pretty dope. If I'm talking, like, really expensive stuff, obviously supercars are incredible. I don't even know what I would do with the supercar other than look at it. I do like old school muscle cars. My dad growing up had a 68 GTO, and that was my dream car for the longest time before he sold it. If I had the money to store it and put it aside, I would have, but yeah, 68 GTO I think is just nostalgic for me. But yeah, an old muscle car like a 68 GTO would be sick. I think there's some dope Porsches out there. I think Cayennes are really good as a daily. I don't know, man. I'm not too big of a car head. I do enjoy cars, and I think they're fun to drive, but realistically, something that's, you know, not going to break the bank or anything, I'm pretty happy with. But again, if you guys have additional questions, comments, concerns, as always, feel free to drop those in the comments down below. I'm always happy to answer. We're going to be doing these probably every Monday. I am going to take priority on people who are members and subs and all that kind of stuff, just to give back to them for supporting me financially. But if you guys have a really good question that stands out, don't be surprised if I answer that too. So with that said, if you guys enjoy the content, like, subscribe, notifications, hit that stuff all down below. Links to everything in the description down below as well. We'll see you in the next video. Peace. What's up, Motion? Any minute. K-Corp make worlds. Statistically, K-Corp is in a good spot to make worlds, but we'll see how they do. The better they do this regional, the more likely their chances. Oli, how you doing, buddy? How goes the jobless run? You guys look good last week. How's life with Fruity? Baked chicken burritos? Nice. Yeah, I gotta make a lunch here soon. 95, 740. I think is a huge sexy beast. Dude, a 740, that's a big boy. That's a boat. Jackal, appreciate the sub, dude. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you, bud. K-Corp is the definition of limping into the playoffs. Ultimately, seek up. The whole point of a season is to reward consistency. And you know what? K-Corp did exactly what iBuyPower Cosmic did in Season 1. They had a really killer start to the season, and that's enough to carry them to give them at least a chance to compete. And what happened in Season 1? Yeah, Season 1, they were dominant. They crushed Split 1. Split 2, they brought an over 0. They shit the bed and didn't look great. Then they went to the World Championship, and they upset the best team in the world in Flipside Tactics and won the whole fucking thing. So, at the end of the day, man, you just never know. You never know. I got a weird one for you. I like your take on branding in the business side. I usually agree with your takes, but when you try your own venture a while back, starting the official CNN Looking News broadcast, what was that about? So, Bleezy, I basically, Rocket League news is very saturated. Like, you can't, there's no room for growth in that, Bleezy. And while, yes, I had a consistent amount of viewership and stuff like that, the only thing that I could make better about it was by going all in on it, which was high production quality, a very polished, all-inducive look to it. And the whole purpose of it was for two reasons. One, to prove that I could do it, and two, to sell the product. I shot it with 3 episodes or 4 episodes and fully fleshed it out. We had a graphic package, animated assets, you know, studio production, interviews. Like, we basically showcased to other people what was capable if we were to completely build it out. This is what a professional team stream could look like. This is what a professional in-person studio show could look like. And then I sold it for 5 figures. So it was a pilot and a basically putting together a pitch for other companies to say, hey, I am capable of doing this thing. This is a body of work as someone who produced, scripted, organized, and did everything himself. The only thing he didn't do was have the studio space and the cameras. But I did everything else on my own. And then I took that package and gave it and was like, I can do this for you, or you can own the rights to this, or this is something that I can make for you. And they go, bet, here's thousands of dollars. I go, cool. So, like, let's call it what it is, guys. Rocket League, like, as you guys know, my content is, hey, I cover the Rocket League esports scene and the Rocket League scene in general. It is plateaued. I have not gained subs on YouTube in a year. Like, it is plateaued. It goes up, it goes down, and it doesn't go in any other direction. So, like, realistically, if I'm trying to grow, I have to do something different with my content. But I'll be completely candid with you guys. I don't want to do content. I much rather work and do consulting and behind the scenes work and make an actual impact. I rather put on tournaments. I rather work in the business operations side of things and, like, actively change this industry for the better using my 10 years of experience. I also prefer to cast than I do to make YouTube videos. But I also know that people like them. People rely on them. They help pay my bills, you know? But is my heart in it? No, I don't think so. You know, after doing daily uploads and grinding for 4 years, like, you just get burnt out, man. This should have been in the video. No, this is an exclusive live. Any projects in the works for this long off season? Yes. I have the difficulty for everybody watching right now is, like, Rocket League content as a whole is basically 2 categories. You're either a pro player or a high level player, and gameplay footage is king. And, like, let's call it what it is. Watching someone play ranked, who cares, you know? Like, I don't think anybody wants to watch me play ranked, because why would they? You know, yes, I could make a concept of, like, hey, my mechanics are shit, but I can still hit GC just like you. It's very relatable. But, like, you know, it is what it is, right? So I don't, nor do I have the desire to get really, really, really good at the game and try to, like, get SSL to have people watch, right? I don't think that's going to appeal to a widespread audience. I can't make a career out of that. The other side of it, which I don't like, is the challenge meta that you see in Rocket League, where it's like 1 pro versus 7 silvers, and it's just like this cringe, regurgitated bullshit challenge type meta for Rocket League isn't great. And the part of the reason why you have to do that is because Rocket League doesn't release new content. There's no new game modes. There's nothing new, exciting. The patches and all that kind of stuff don't bring in players. Like, they just don't fucking care. Like, a new Rocket Pass is going to come out. The new Datsun is going to come out. A new map's going to come out. But realistically, it's the same regurgitated bullshit. And no one gives a fuck, right? So, like, realistically, as a creator in Rocket League, you're kind of stuck. There's not a whole lot you can really do unless you already have a massive fan base, and then you can utilize that fan base to do something a little bit more unique, like Sunless used to do. But even Sunless is like, dude, I'm burnt. I can't. Lethamyr is a unique breed, but no one can impede on Lethamyr's territory. No one's going to be as good at the game as Lethamyr, or as creative with the maps, right? And, like, yes, someone could challenge and make maps and try to do what Lethamyr does, but, like, Lethamyr is that perfect hybrid of, like, not only am I really, really fucking good, like, let's call it what it is. You go look at all the other guys that Lethamyr records with. None of those guys' videos pop off. None of those guys have a big fan base. None of those guys are pulling subs. Why is that? Because Lethamyr does everything they do, but better. Yeah, some of them get a couple people who prefer their personalities here and there. And I know a lot of people who also miss me on Lethamyr's videos because of personality differences. But the reality is like, he has cornered that market. He has exclusivity on it, you know? Any creator in Rocket League right now is basically trying to utilize the reach and the accessibility that pros have for their own selfish gains. That's why show matches do so well. It's why Johnny Boy, Hootie, Fear, all of these guys who have increased don't actually make their own content. They are taking players and saying, hey, play for me, and then I will cover it. Which isn't a bad idea, because the competitive scene for Rocket League is the only thing that's going well. Straight up. Still a lot of people that play the game casually, but those casual players log in, they put in a couple hours, and then they peace out. you know. Dog's being weird. Appreciate the bits. I came for the Among Us. You took that away. I filled that void while with watching you play ranked. You took that away from me. Did I do something in a past life? So you appreciate the bits, man. I think about it, all commentators are basically reaction streamers. We are a bunch of React Andes in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, we are reacting to the thing at hand. The difference, though, is we actually provide helpful commentary, not just go, oh my god, that's crazy, you know, and all the cringe bullshit that React streamers do. Well, like, we actually try to help tell storylines and do narratives and be properly educated about what we're covering. What kind of different content does this game need to have? Totally different. I think, in my personal opinion, if Rocket League really wants to set itself apart, is it needs to go down the route that has made Halo, Warcraft, and all these other games super successful. StarCraft, Dota, etc. has always had a custom map maker. They've had a Forge, a creative mode type thing. Fortnite's blowing up because of all the unique custom fun game modes you can play with in Fortnite. If Rocket League had that, it would be killer. Trackmania, basically. Yeah, Fall Guys. All these other games that the community is allowed to make content easily. Basically take Lethmere and times that by the entire community. Dude, we'd have so much fun shit to play all the time. I don't know how it would work in practice, but I love the concept of a racing mode in RL with custom maps making. You have the rumble items. The issue, Jacob, is the physics engine that Rocket League uses is not good for racing. Because we used to do racing maps and stuff. It just doesn't... You need a new physics engine. But yeah, if they made what Lethmere does more accessible and easier to do, and a lot of people took advantage of it, then yeah. I would love to be able to go to a playlist of all the top-rated maps that I could easily just click host, and then you guys could jump into that with the code, and then we could all play it together. Dude, streams would be fucking popping. It'd be sick. You see what, like, what some of these other creators do with Simon Says and Call of Duty and, like, all these other things that they're doing? We just don't have that option, you know? You know? RL's a dead game. It's not, though. Rocket League's not a dead game by any means. Rocket League still has a massive player base. If you're talking just purely, like, players in-game, and I'm not talking, like, signups and this, that, or the other. Right now on Steam, the top 3 games are Counter-Strike, Dota 2, PUBG. Right now, PUBG is pulling half the players that Rocket League is, and that's the 3rd on Steam. Yeah, Dota crushes it. Dota averages like 700,000 concurrent, which is crazy. Rocket League averages like 450, 500,000. It's stale, 100%. I think it's stale. Everybody knows that. You either accept that you either grind competitive or you have nothing, or you just get bored, you know, and that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The game's been out for 10 years, Chad, come July. So, again, I'm just being transparent with you guys like I always try to be, but like my heart's just not in content for Rocket League anymore. It's just not. You know, we built a niche, and, you know, 50,000 subs is nothing to shy about. You know, I'm very proud of that, but I understand that there is no growth opportunity in the content that I make. So it's like either I make a new channel and do something different and start from scratch again, which sounds painful. Benefit being that I have the knowledge and the understanding of what works and what doesn't work compared to. But starting from scratch and trying to do it all over again is tough. You know, I would like to take my approach to content to, you know, games I enjoy playing and, you know, the stuff I do in my free time. But the thought of having to make videos and be in this chair all the time is not enticing. You know, the benefit of videos and video content is that stuff lives outside of the live. I'm here for you, not RL. I appreciate it, Swagger. Thanks, man. But at the same time, it's just like the reality is like, what can I do to appeal to others? You know, at the end of the day, you're hitting the reset button. You know, I miss you and Leth content. It was gold. Yeah, I think the difficulty is like if Leth and I were to do content again, it's very difficult to try to find something that benefits both of us, you know? Slowly branch out. I feel a lot of us watch you are here for the general esports knowledge of. Yeah, I mean, what are you thinking about talking about in your future content? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. Like, obviously, you guys know a lot of my content that I talk about or am more happy to talk about is kind of general knowledge about the industry and educating more on that kind of stuff. But there's only so much you can talk about how these people are fucking idiots and, you know, they don't know how to balance a checkbook. It's, you know, I'm here for the dog. That's fair. Took me 3 years to get 50k subs on YouTube. Can imagine starting another. Yeah, it's a grind. It's a grind, dude. Ain't nobody want to watch me cook. My meals are so fucking basic. You see me seasoned chicken, broccoli, rice, put that bitch in a bowl, eat it, you know? Do they even know what a checkbook is? That shit's old as fuck. I mean, it's just a phrase, right, Swagger? But yeah, like, the issue is a lot of these orgs go, hey, we're going to spend a shit ton of money we don't have, by the way, in hopes that we get a sponsor to pay for something that will inevitably not make us money. And then they wonder why they can't pay their staff and their employees. It's so stupid. Yeah, like I've considered doing like IRL more content, more like lifestyle stuff, more, you know, but it's like the thought of starting over is like I wish, and like chat, this is just me being realistic with myself. I am not interesting enough to just be like, hey guys, I'm gonna bring you along while I go golfing. I'm gonna bring you along while I do this, that, or the other. Like, it's just not. It will not pay the bills. It won't do it. Do top orgs even realistically make up money off of RL? Some do. Some do. Some break even. You could be the one player that plays Dr. Disrespect's NFT game. Yikes. The reality is that most orgs are happy to break even with their investment, and then they see long-term benefits in merch sales and the other activations that they do. Been watching your streams since 2019, not even knowing the intricacies of RL, just a viewer. I shall go back and gush about anime. There's a reason you're one of the 2 streamers that I constantly watch. Personality is so much more valuable than content. I appreciate that, Archangel. Thanks, man. Like, yeah, I think, again, anytime, and this is something that I think Twitch does well compared to YouTube. Nothing against YouTube or anybody who's watching over there. Appreciate you guys tuning in and stuff. Twitch does a really good job of identifying a community. Like, people, I think, on Twitch have a really good job of finding a person that resonates with them, someone with similar interests, hobbies, likeness. And I know that's a detriment to myself because I'm a pretty laid-back guy. I'm not going to be crazy. I'm not going to be twerking on stream like Alpha Cap. I'm not going to do crazy, you know, whatever the fuck type shit. It's just not my personality. It's just not who I am. So, am I as entertaining as other people? Definitely not. Definitely not. But if you want a place where you can just chill, relax, and hang out and listen to some music, hell yeah. You know, we're just vibing. You talk about running an org or what you do when you consult for them. Some of that's a conflict of interest because I'm not trying to give the like keys to the castle on how to run a business. I'd much rather have them hire me. But yeah, I could maybe make a video of like what I do when I go into consulting. You know, what's the first thing I do with auditing a company? You know, a lot of it is risk management and assessment. You know, a lot of it is observation and not actually. It may not look like I'm doing anything, but it's just me taking a fuck ton of notes, seeing which employees are useless sacks of shit and which ones show drive and ambition and, you know, have good qualities. Live stream is like a big old couch inviting the boys over. Yeah, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, what kind of stuff do I want to watch? I want to watch a stream that's not yelling in my ears all the time. I want to watch someone that's pretty chill, that reacts to chat, that actually engages with the community and tries to be chill. Exterminate, definitely something to consider. Easily a top channel to watch for me simply because you don't do all that crazy stuff just to do the crazy stuff. I get it, but those are, you gotta understand, in like, we talk as a content creator, your job is to follow the trend. You know, what is the meta for content. And right now, the meta for content with young Zoomer, short attention span type stuff is eccentric, boisterous, etc. And it works. I mean, dude, Alpha Cap's got like 9,000 subs on Twitch. That's fucking insane. He's getting a 70-30 split from that. Think about how much money that is per month, chat. Like, straight up. Just as a hypothetical, he's got like 8,900 subs. Times that by $5 a sub, and then you times that by 0.3. Or no, by 0.7. He's making like 30 grand a month. A month. Just from Twitch subs. It's not including donations. That's not including YouTube. That's not including his contract with Deleted. That's not like, there is a reason why that stuff is working, and he's doing a great job, and he deserves all the success that he has because he's putting in crazy hours to make it happen. You know, love or hate the content, like, it's clearly successful. You know, so, but I know that's not my personality. It's just not who I am. And it'd be, if you guys saw me doing that, all of you would be like, wait, what the fuck's going on? You know? A lot of you would be turned off by that shit. And I think rightfully so. Remember the 12 Titans 1v1? Yeah. Yeah, the guy behind it was actually part of the, like, the slow-mo guys, or the slow-mo, whatever that YouTube channel is. Yeah, that 1v1 tournament with the production and shit was dope. I think doing the in-person stuff was probably a little bit too expensive for them, but yeah, it was sick. It was super sick. It's basically what the thought would be. Motion would be like, who cloned you and changed? What a name, by the way, about to pop up here in a sec.
It is ooh la la Lawler.
Milkerson, thank you for the sub. Appreciate the support. Enjoy the badge and the emotes. Think Alpha Cap acts like that he does in stream real life? No. Alpha Cap is a pretty chill dude. Like, I've hung out with Alpha Cap, and yeah, he's a little bit goofy and stuff. It's mommy Milkerson to you. Chrome, is that your alt account? How you doing, buddy? Chrome, how are things? Excited for London? Thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you for the warm milk. Sorry. All right. W? No. Best threes in the world right now. Shoutouts to Itachi, dude. Itachi's built different. Itachi's killing it, bro. No, he went low. You said Spaceman is like that off screen? To an extent. Spaceman's pretty quiet and kept to himself for the most part. But he also has like Zoomer humor that he pulls out of nowhere, and I'm like, what's going on, bro? Does K-Corp bring it back? I think they'll perform somewhere in between, if I had to guess. He didn't get any boost. Oh, I missed. Look. Nice 50, my dude. Bro, these boys are sweating. How am I doing today? Good, Welsh. How you doing, buddy? How's your day going? Oh. Can you please stop chasing my teammate, who is the GOAT and made a clutch save? I'm imagining a wall farm like Milkison, Seaman, and Jack. What a collaboration that would be. Yeah, I am. Nice, Chrome. Hopefully we see you there, but I still have no idea if I'm going. Probably not, but we'll see. You G2 supporter? Yeah, G2's dope. Love the boys over at G2. Damn it. That's such a bad touch. Oh shit, he got the boost now. Shit. Don't. No. I got greedy with boost. You coming to London? I don't know, man. Shit's just so expansive. Started playing Diablo 4 and I'm addicted. Oh yeah, Quarks. Glad you're enjoying it. The unfortunate is I picked a class that is weak as shit this season. If you want a free progression in the game, pick a Barb. Barb is just fucking crushed. Didn't go Twisted Blades. Nice. Yeah. Rogues do have like a flat oh, it's in. Oh. I didn't think there was Sorks are pretty weak. Their boss clear damage is fucking miserable. Hold on. I wanted the demo. What am I doing? Look out, he's gonna kill you. My friend. Uh-oh. Hold on, chat. I'll read in a sec here. We're gonna force an issue and this. All right. Making D4 like D3 is certainly a call. Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing they've done is the gearing system and the itemization's a lot better. But yeah, greater rifts and all that kind of stuff is just like, I don't know. I think people need to come to terms is like, okay, Path of Exile is goated, right? Path of Exile is clearly the best. And trying to find a Diablo is going to be an accessible, you know, an accessible dads after a long day of work type ARPG. You know, that's just the way it's going to be. And unfortunately for the hardcore, the full sweat grinders, Diablo's never going to be that. It won't be. You know, it's for people who get home after a day of work and want to sit on the couch and kill some demons. Dude, it is crazy the quality of people you get in ranked. D2 is hard because they make you spam pots and gear is hard to find and make. Yeah, I mean, the rune words and all that kind of stuff in D2 were goated too. The COD of ARPGs. I would say Diablo is like League of Legends. Path of Exile is like Dota 2. Dota 2 is clearly the better fucking game. But the accessibility that comes from I'm upset that I missed that man as many times as I did. Yes, sir. Diablo's toxic League of Legends? No. Like, you just turn off chat. The most toxic thing about Diablo chat is the spam for gold bots. Shot. Thanks, man. Please don't. Dick. Shit. Throw the game. Yep. Thanks. On me. Yeah, there's been a lot of people posting about like gold bot, buy real gold for $12, you know, kind of shit, which is bound to happen. Character can't die. Never played Diablo before, but I'm finding it easy. I mean, it gets harder as you push into the later game stuff, like late game nightmare dungeons, pit, stuff like that. That shit hurts. But yeah, it's meant to be accessible early on, and they've made the leveling a lot less painful. But I'm only 31. Oh yeah, you've got a long way to go, dude. If I showed you the content that I'm doing, you'd be like, what? I'm like, a little bit different. Path of Exile on Xbox. Chrome might know that. I actually don't know. Jesus. What is that kickoff? What do you... Okay. How is... Okay, we save those. You're gonna... Okay. Okie dokie, buddy. That's kind of how it goes. Path only made it to PlayStation? Really? Path is on Xbox? Inventory management with a joypad is painful? Yeah, no thanks. Plays fine though? That's dope. I'm glad it's got a console port. It's open. Please don't miss. Thank you. Teammate, what is he doing? Being grand champ. Chat, Path of Exile is goated. It is arguably the best like ARPG out there. It's not even remotely close. But it is a lot. I missed the boost. Fuck me. Like, it's overwhelming. Are you chasing? What are you doing? Open? Guess not. Oh, I tried to throw that mid for him for a pass. Open. Or pass. Or okay. Just gonna let him, you know, do his thing. As I missed the ball. I'm sorry. On me. I guess it's not. I googled it. Rip. Still learning stuff after 1K hours and I still haven't reached the end Uber bosses either. You're talking for Path? Yeah, Path is brutal, dude. Did you play Necropolis? Yeah, I ran a Detonate Dead. A Chain of Command Detonate Dead. Or Cast on Crit, not Chain of Command. What am I talking about? We're just both throwing possession to each other. What kind of deck would Lawler run in Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't think I've ever played trading card games. Ever. I collected Pokemon cards as a kid like everybody did, but I've never played like an actual trading card game like Magic or anything. Oh, okay. We take those. Oh, what a save. Throw it high. Fuck it. I'm being baited. Why the what is this game, dude? Oh, I have played Marvel Snap. I've played Marvel Snap up to Infinite before. I had a destruct, like a destroy deck. I had a God, what was the other one that I used to run? Yeah, I used to play Marvel Snap when I was traveling a lot. It was just a good travel game to kill time in airports. All right, you got a free one. I missed. It was so open too. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm playing terrible. This guy's rotations are very weird to get used to at times. All right, he got boost. He got a dunk. Cool. The fuck. Second time I've seen you play in many years since you were in last videos. I only saw a video where you were playing and talking to random mates. I think, nice, dude. What's up, A-Tech? How do you, man? Can't exactly remember the point of that video. You mean where we were like messing with voice comms? We I know we did a video where we were like in voice comms and we were asking people what they thought about the RLCS. And it's crazy how many people just don't pay attention to Rocket League. Even at like higher ranks, they just do not give a shit. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, the creators of Snap are former Hearthstone, which is why it's such a good game. Bang a shot. Thanks, man. The corner where it's safe. He should have boost. And it's gone. All right. Haven't unlocked a mount yet. Oh shit, yeah, that's right. Korax, are you playing the campaign? Because if so, you should. The campaign's actually pretty dope. Campaign's a good time. Oh my god, what am I doing? When did I start playing again? I haven't. Been around doing side quests. I'm not going to tell you how to play the game. I think if you're enjoying it, just play it, have fun, you know? That's all that matters. For a second, I thought he faked his teammate, and I'm like, that's amazing. God, what a clear. No fucking way. Campaign first, then side quests. Technically, you don't need to do any side quests, but I think, Korax, you should play the game however you want. What's up, Sam? Hey, dude. I just lost that. You don't have to be a good player to teach. Oh, Bleezy, I've coached professional teams. I clearly know what to do. I just don't have the mechanics or the desire to actually learn to do them myself. But realistically, there is an optimal way to level and all that kind of stuff and get to late game. But if you're enjoying the game, just vibe, dude. Do whatever the fuck you want. You know, if you want to complete every side quest, if you want to, you know, play the campaign, if you want to, you know, is it the way to level the fastest and get to end game content? No. Fuck. All right, time to lock in, chat, and not make all the same mistakes I just did. Why would you back off? Why would you turn away from that? Oh, God. It's called throwing. Oh, fair. That was a bad touch. Chilling at champ 2? Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. I think these are the same guys we just lost to. Yeah. Oh my god. All right. A little bit of boom ball here down on these low ranks. That should have been a solo dribble. Oh god, he saves that. What a gamer. I did shoot it right at his face. 600 MR lower than my peak. Nothing wrong with that. No. Dude, these boys surviving though. They actually like pass to each other and shit. It's crazy. That's the issue, is like in this rank, if I'm solo queuing, I shouldn't be trying to set up anybody. I should just be playing selfish and playing, you know, smart gameplay on my own. I just denied his boost. I'm sorry. Stay clear on target. Already do predictions? I did. Breton, how you doing, man? Kept checking out because I'm chilling. I'm doing the same for Rocket League since 2016. I would rather lose a fun game than win a boring one. Made it to high GC with that mindset. Stopped playing because it got boring. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I think, again, if you go in with a mentality of like, hey, I'm trying to improve, or I'm just trying to, you know, play a game to have control in today, no problem, dude. It's fine. No reason to hit that far. He's got one more. There he is. That's going straight into our net. Video game brain for sure. Because Rocket League is a lot of mechanics. And like having like an idea of you know, having an idea of like, what's an El Pollo logo? Isn't that a chicken place from like Breaking Bad or some shit? But yeah, at the end of the day, like, it's still a video game, and yes, having a fundamental understanding of like how to play the game and this and that is great. You still gotta click buttons and be a gamer, you know. Jeez, my car did not do good things. That's a goal. God damn it. I mean, it helps, I think, to an extent. I think EU was really, really good at the beginning, too, because of that. Like, EU, I think, dominated early on because, you know, like, the fundamentals of, like, passing and stuff like that were not in NA. It was a terrible touch. I need to be challenging aggressively because I'm low boost, but that'll do it. Fuck, I had it too. Oh my god, what have I done? I had him on the fake. I did everything I wanted to, and then I just fucked it. That's game. We don't have enough time. Yikes. This is Rocket League? Yeah, it is, unfortunately. Garish, appreciate the follow, man. How you doing? Chat, I've got time for one more game. As of Lawler got a low taper fade. Why? Watch party tomorrow? No, I'm headed to Philadelphia tomorrow. As much as I would like to do a watch party this weekend, I'm out of town. I'll be back probably Tuesday. I figure we're gonna do watch parties basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like the whole week, because I you tape yourself doing the Rocky run up the stairs. No, I ain't running. I will eat many cheesesteak and no cheese steak, not cheesecake. Although cheesecake sounds dope too. Do they have cheesecake? Oh, he faked it. Why? What are we doing? I have no boost. Later, Archangel. Thanks for hanging, bro. Appreciate you. Fuck. What the fuck? Cheesecake is fire in Wisconsin? Agreed, dude. Friend is almost here for some chaz, gin tonic, 420, and burritos. Yo, that's like, have a good time, man. Sounds like a good way to spend the night. Have fun, dude. Greetings from Germany? Fuck yeah. Enjoy, bud. Thanks for stopping by. I needed to cut that way sooner. I don't have the boost. Dude, it's just a repeat of the previous game. Ugh. And then he's throwing on purpose. He could, you know, ask for a forfeit, but instead he's just going to troll and waste everybody's fucking time. Especially mine. Now I forfeit. Oh, now he forfeits. What a little cringe lord. For a few games. I mean, that's just ranked in general, dude. Ranked is just kind of like that now. He's mechy. Yeah, mentally ill. Casual's actually a vibe, though. People actually, like, for some reason are competent. It's weird. Conceiving one goal? Oof. Conceding a goal, I could see. Now IFF. Yeah, now that we're up, I should forfeit. GG's, man. What's my cash MMR? I have no idea. I don't really play Rocket League enough to have a MMR, let alone a casual one. Probably like 16, 1700, something like that. We dime those? Taking. Murdering. It's gonna roll just a tiny bit. Let's see if we can pass it out to him. Keeps typing wrong. Your phone's kind of sus, dude. Remember when you could FF in the first couple of seconds? Yeah. All the little ragers are like an instant, like, let's give it up right away. Let's try to find a demo there. I'm gonna give him mid boost. He probably doesn't need. Soft touch. Yes, sir. Remember when we gave up 3 right away, you forfeited, and now we have 6 unanswered? Hey, nice dude. No, not with that mental. Get me out of here, dude. Oh. Those are the types of games that I should post on YouTube. how to switch my ones approach from playing to win to playing to improve. I've always wanted to grind them up. I mean, the issue is in ones. Ones is the epitome of if you make a mistake, you get punished. So you should still play ones. Still play ones, but your mentality should be, where did I make mistakes? Every single time you make a mistake, anytime you get scored on, anytime you don't score the goal when you have possession, your mentality should always be, how can I be better at the thing I just did? My flick needs to be better there. I need to make sure that I don't give them as much space. I need to make sure I deny that boost. I should have bumped him. It should always be self-reflection, and you will see improvements. Anyway, chat, I've got a meeting here that I got to get ready for. Just as a heads up, no streams this weekend. Okay, I'm headed out of town. I got early flights at like 7 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be back Monday or Tuesday or something like that. So no things for me this weekend. Apologies on that, but I've got personal life stuff going on. So I will be out of town. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the matches. This should be a vibe. There's a lot on the line, but yeah, we'll try to post on social medias and stuff. So if you guys want to follow, hit up the social medias, Instagram and Twitter are probably the big two. But appreciate y'all coming and hanging it. Thanks for all the subs, resubs, all the follows, all that kind of fun stuff. Appreciate the bits and everything too. But we will be back probably Tuesday. I forget what day we fly. We might fly Sunday, so we might be able to make it back for Monday. But I'm gonna go have this meeting. Hopefully it goes well, and then edit a video and get that Q&A video out for you guys Monday. But I'm out of here. Chat, appreciate y'all. Much love. If you guys enjoy the content, consider hitting the follow button, hitting up the socials, joining the Discord, all that stuff. But I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all. Be good. Spread positive vibes, all that good shit. I'm out of here. Later.
Always, I'm afraid of losing. I'm afraid of losing. I made you thinking, no, it's so wrong. I made you feeling the worst. And I don't know how to get along with myself when I'm weekend. When I'm weekend. So let's go back to